of the big concerns for Canadians this year has been asylum seekers and immigration. Your tweet saying, "Welcome to Canada," is often cited as the reason why these people are pouring across the border. Do you ever regret that tweet?
I think, first of all, if people are, in the midst of migration around the world right now, it's not because of a tweet restating almost word for word Canadian policy on refugees, because that's exactly what it was. And certainly if people are fleeing the United States right now or choosing to leave the United States right now, it's not something I said. It is perhaps domestic realities within the political context in the United States that is driving people to move or to make certain decisions. We have made sure that anyone coming to Canada, including through an irregular border crossing like Roxham Road in Quebec, gets a full security screening as soon as they arrive, gets put into our refugee processing system, and will have their file properly analyzed. And if it turns out they are not refugees, as many of them are not genuine refugees fleeing persecution and violence for their lives, they will be returned to their country of origin once we've gone through the proper steps of our immigration system.
But in some cases, that could take years. It's slowing down the immigration system, and the refugee system in particular, for people who are in refugee camps all over the world who want to come here. You've been very critical of people who've raised concerns about this.
No, I haven't been critical of people who've raised concerns. I recognize that there are lots of legitimate questions. Are we processing these people right? Are we investing enough money in the system to be able to handle this? And we have invested more, and we are improving our systems. Where I have been critical is people who are disseminating falsehoods to try and turn Canadians against immigration. We have a country that, broadly across political parties over the past decades and generations, whether it's been a progressive conservative or liberal government, has built over years one of the best immigration systems in the world. And because of that, Canadians have confidence that immigration is good for our communities and our economy.
Polls are showing that that's starting to change. Are you concerned that this is going to turn Canadians against immigration?
When you have politicians deliberately disseminating falsehoods like the Global Compact on Immigration is a binding attack on our sovereignty. I mean, these are the kinds of things that unfortunately the Conservative Party has chosen to start spreading as information when they know, in fact, that that's patently false. We see a political party going to a place that no mainstream political party in Canada has gone before, which is playing a very, very dangerous game of starting to turn Canadians against immigration when most Canadians know full well that new families coming to their communities, integrating, creating jobs, creating opportunities is part of what is growing and strengthening our economy.